go. Cord to the cloud. We got Mel on here. Hello, Melanie. How are you
Hey,
doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm just getting a couple things set up here, and then we should be good to go. Like on the ball today. Got things going before I even get
Oh,
started. And then I've got to check out one thing. So somebody sent in a couple questions yesterday, so I'll answer those today too. And
mine are the most basic of basic questions.
that is perfect.
I'm confused. I'm just gonna kind of
Those are my
click.
favorite questions because
Oh, I'm
there's
lost.
the answer. Hmm. Okay, I gotta just check for one thing because I didn't print them out and I saw them on my phone yesterday. That's probably not the right one. Yeah, so how's your week going?
Not too bad. Oh, it's been busy and hot and
There you
all
go.
the rest of it. It's
Well, that's
actually been
good.
really nice. Nobody's been here, so
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been hot though, hey? Like,
It is. Like I love the heat, but I mean, this isn't even in, like I don't want to go outside. It's not
I
enjoyable.
know it's weird this year. Like past years, we've had that pool, and then we're just like,
Yes.
um, outside a whole lot more, but now it's like, oh, outside. That sounds terrible.
I know. Well, we have the pool here too, and yesterday was a gong show.
Oh, I
I, I
bet
was
you.
I was telling Chandel, I said, you know, if at least if it was adults, but there was probably about 30 toddlers in there. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was packed. It's not. I don't want us to sit with a bunch of other people, and
The fun pool
but
turned into a cesspool, and then that's where it ended.
yeah, they're actually draining it right now. Yeah, they're draining it, and it's supposed to be open on Saturday, but
Okay.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, right on. Okay, so well, we may as well just jump into your questions. What you want to chat about,
Okay.
and I can help you with that.
Um, okay. I don't Chandel just showed me how to oh there. Okay. So I'm having trouble just with the whole everything, all the rewards. Like I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Okay,
Um, can I share my screen with you
you
and
sure
show you
can.
what I'm talking about? Okay, because I'm just um okay, let me show you where I'm at here. Okay. So I kind of made two sort of like demo accounts, dummy accounts, just to kind of practice getting Bosleys and stuff in there. So when I
Sure.
go to Bos,
Uh, Probably just my house burning down or my
oh,
child something upstairs. Just give me a second.
yeah, when I go to Bosley's, I can see like smart reviews. Um, yeah, like I'm just so, hmm.
Just cooking,
No, smoke
burning down the
alarm.
house. Well, I thought Shannon and Amelia left, so I was my son Henge is just up there by himself, so I'm like, what's he burning down now?
Yeah, I
Okay,
wouldn't
so
trust
where
those.
okay, so you got that back end installed. Okay, that's good.
Okay,
Imported snapshots. Okay.
so they are imported, right?
Yeah, so I see smart rewards there. That's probably not the one that you will want to use. But I mean, is that the one that you set up so far?
I honestly, I have no idea. I'm so lost right now.
Okay.
I like when I'm watching the video, you kind of showed it all as one thing coming up, but it came up as one thing at a time. So I just put import. But then if I go to, shit, what happened here?
So click on sites. Okay, so you got some other stuff in there. Digital
These are
marketing.
just basically like playing around. Like I was trying to put together a
Okay.
funnel.
Okay, cool. So you don't so for Big Move Solutions, if are you gonna do rewards in that one?
This is basically ours.
Oh, okay. So that this is your advertising
This
one.
is our agency.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't want to install rewards here. Okay, so
Okay.
go over to say Bosley's or True Gents.
Let's do Bosley's.
Okay, so Bosley's you have the click on the loyalty card. Do. So I wonder if this one we need to make a couple updates to. We'll find out quickly though. Okay, so go. What I like to do is open up a new. Can you open up a couple different tabs or
Yeah.
yeah, and then go back to bu- 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 I would even just right click or duplicate tab, right click on the tab and say duplicate.
Jay.
Over on the over on the very left hand side, where you see you have because you have your tabs on the left there. Right click on Big Move. Nope. Click on yeah, click there, right click,
Okay.
say duplicate tab. Okay,
Oh, look, I'm
perfect.
learning even more.
It's nice to have a couple different tabs open when you're doing marketing stuff, so you can flip between different things, especially if you have to like copy and paste or do anything like that, right? It's a good
Right.
idea to do that. Um, it's a little bit slow loading, probably because we're on Zoom. That's normal.
My
Okay.
computer's old
So,
too.
so the snapshot that you have in there right now is the loyalty card. Okay. So it's just the single one. We do have the other loyalty and reward packages that have like the promotions and it has the reward points and it has the loyalty card and all those built into it. All of them built into it,
Yeah,
right? The one that you
that's what I'm
guys have
trying to
installed
get.
here is just a loyalty card on its own. So that one is like buy 10 things, get one free kind of thing, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
have points, it doesn't have promotions, it doesn't have those things in there. So is that what you want to set up in the in
No,
Boxes?
no, I wanted the rewards program
Okay. So what we'll get you to
or
do is
loyalty and rewards. Yeah.
yeah, so I'll get you to click back and let's just delete that let's just delete this. No, leave that open. Or yeah, it doesn't matter. You can click
Oh,
there.
oh, sorry.
They're both the same at this point.
Okay.
So
I'm
click
sorry. What was that?
back. We're up there above rewards loyalty card. See where it says back. Just right above rewards.
Like, oh, fuck.
There you go.
I need freaking glasses too.
Oh, you should see Shan. Yeah, she needs glasses when she does the stuff too. Okay, so
Oh,
click on the three dots on the far right beside rewards loyalty card.
oh, you know what? I gotta move this thing over. That's what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so click on there and then just go delete. We'll delete that. Uh, you don't need to have that funnel there. Okay, and what we're gonna do is now I'm gonna get you to switch to your other tab that we opened there. Click on there and then click on Bosley's up at the top. Switch to agency view. Okay, so we'll work in both counts. Okay, or both things here. On the left-hand side in your left-hand menu, do you have the link to our smart reviews? There we go. It's
Yes.
called you have it called smart reviews. Okay, perfect. So then let's click on smart rewards. I am going to get rid of that. Can you scroll down for a second? On 102. Give me like 1 second to see what was going on there. That was at functions on 102. What does that say? I'm sorry, I just got to jump over back over to that. What did I do? I did um give me 1 second because I was doing something here yesterday. That is going to be under
I
now.
know when this came up, I was like, "Ugh," I'm like, I haven't even seen that
Yeah, no,
before.
I was testing something out. It's the top nav. Oh man. Okay, sorry. You're gonna have to give me a second here to figure out exactly what I
That's
did.
okay.
Um, I know what I did, but I have to figure out where I did it again. Because we are so yesterday I was working on making things so that we're going to make everything multilingual, so that we can have like Spanish and
Oh,
French and all different kinds of stuff like that.
right
But
on.
do that. Would you just scroll up for me 1 second? So that would be, oh, that's probably rewards index here. Print array lang, get rid of that. Okay. And then now if you the easiest way to do it is to right click on that page that's open right there and go reload frame. Scroll down
Uh,
do they have a reload frame? Refresh frame, yeah. Do that.
refresh frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so reward locations. So what you want to do is you want to click on add reward location. So this is when you install the snapshot somewhere, what you want to do is install your location. So select a location. Maybe are you on the 97 plan or 297 or
Yeah.
which one?
97. The
Okay.
97.
Okay, that's fine. So what we want to do is just in location name, type Bosley's, because that's the one we're messing around with, right?
Yeah.
That's what's going to show up here as a name. So if you're on a 97 plan, that's the difference between the 297 and the 297 or anything above is you would be able to select a location and do a drop down. So there's no previously added locations in here before.
Cutting out there.
Oh, okay. So every time you add a sub account to our system, you need to add that
Oh,
location here. Okay, so add Bosley's,
oh
and then we're
shit.
gonna have to flip back to,
Oh,
that's okay.
here.
Just flip back to that first tab that I showed you that we opened up on the far left.
Oh,
Yeah, click there. Okay, because you're on the 97 plan, this is what you have to do. Go to settings, and then business profile will pop up here. Click on, see where it says location ID, click the little copy icon. Right across some general information almost at the top there. Yeah, so click there. It'll
I'm
copy
gonna
it.
move this thing out of the way again. This.
Yep. Okay,
Okay.
copy. Perfect. Now let's go back to that other tab that we just had open. There we go. And then paste
Put
the ID
location
in there.
ID.
Yeah, right click and paste there. There you go. Okay, so now for Bosley's, because it's like a pet store and a retail space, I generally would suggest doing like the restaurant. I should call it like restaurant or retail, but the restaurant one kind of makes more sense for that type of business because we want to get people to join like a VIP list and then we can give them rewards for their purchases and everything like that. They're not going to be like booking in for, different services or anything like that. Because I don't think Bosley's does like pet grooming or anything. They're mainly just a pet store, right? Food store.
I don't think
Um,
so. No.
yeah, so they're not going to be making appointments or anything like that. So see where it says original loyalty and rewards,
Wait.
that drop down,
Yep.
click on that, and then select the restaurant rewards. There you go, and then hit update. So all that does is it just click back. It should work still. I'm gonna have to fix that too. Weird. Like I was no, just click like yeah, click back. There we go. So it added it there. I will yeah, we just did an update to insert locations too. Mainly for um that'll probably only show up if you're on the 97 plan. But if you do, just ignore it. But or if you guys actually see anything like that whenever you're going through stuff, take a screenshot of it and send it to me just so I know. And then I'll make sure that we get
Oh,
that updated.
you're
On
cutting
the
out on
97
me.
plan, I typically don't see it because we're not on the 97 plan. So our sometimes through testing we miss something like that.
Can't hear you.
Okay, so that is added in there now. The custom values. When you select that drop down, it will load up the proper custom values for that
I
snapshot.
can't hear you. You're cut out.
Oh, I'm cutting out. I don't know why I'd be cutting out. Um, okay, can you hear me now? Mel, are you still there? I think Mel, we either you guys lost me. Okay. Maybe Mel's internet cut out here. So you know what? I'm gonna give that a break. And when Mel comes back, I'll get her to finish this. So what I'll do is I'll reclaim the screen here. And I know there's a couple questions that came in from Alex yesterday. So I'm just gonna go and answer those really quickly if that's cool. While you guys are here. Okay, awesome. I'm glad you can hear me anyways. Okay, so couple of little questions came in yesterday. Let me just load this up here. Um, there we go. Okay, I'll just jump over to this really quickly. Um, I changed my link path. It's not working or has an error message. Can you please help show exactly how to establish it so I can send out to referring clients? When you're setting up the when you're setting up your referral links, so under settings, custom values. So I'm just going to go here to show it because it is the referral path. So if you take a look at referral path, right here. You
Oh,
want to set up your referral path so it looks like this. So if you're not using the default, which is just slash work with us for the salon, I'm pretty sure Alex is using the salon spa rewards version. You want to set it up with slash work dash with dash us and make sure that's set up. But you also want to have the URL set up so that it looks like this. So you have HTTPS colon and then your domain. So you don't want any slashes or anything afterwards. So those are like the two main things when setting up the loyalty and rewards, like referral link. That you want to set up. Now we try to have it default values in there so that when you're setting up the custom values, it will work. But we also the reason why we added in the referral path was so that you can customize where you want to send referrals. The only thing you need to have on there is our is the form, the referral form
oh,
on
for
whichever
God's
page you want.
sake.
Mel, we just kind of jumped over to another question for a second, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up with
Yeah.
your thing there. So we have that the referral path here. So if you have that set up and you have the domain set up properly, and this is just answering Alex's question from yesterday. I'll send him the replay for this, but you just want to make sure that you have your domain set up in your sub account here so that when you're testing things, you should have a domain, whether it's a subdomain or whatever, set up. Because if you try and test and run through the system, the whole thing using like the preview tab under sites, it's not going to function properly because the whole system is looking for an actual URL, right? And if you do preview, what you're going to get from preview is, let's just open preview. No, that's not a,
You're
so,
not sharing the screen, Jason.
oh, I'm not. Oh, it's weird. Okay, so share. So this, I thought I was sharing. Okay, so I'll go back over to custom values here again. So, well, what I was just saying here is the referral path here. You want to make sure your referral path looks like this. So by default, with the salon spa one, with the home services one, the path that it resolves to is slash work with us. We have a funnel set up with that actual URL path in there. And then you want to make sure that your domain is set up as well. So when you're testing out the system, you need to have a domain in there, because what happens is we have this custom value throughout the entire site, and we're just changing the path for different pages. So whether it's the referral path or sending people to the promotions page or whatever, it stays here. This is a default, and then it goes slash like this promotions slash referrals slash work with us kind of thing. And so you want to make sure you have this set up. So if you start to set up the system and then you're just trying to do it by previewing the pages, like when you are, like, let's say, for example, we're editing this page. And then we click preview. What will happen is you'll see up the top here. Let's just click preview. And this is all changed since high level implemented. Like they're it's kind of it's starting to change, because high level is implemented. Like if you have a domain and URL there, you can actually publish and have things, so you can and actually go to the page. So what happened before was they just had the save button, and that would save and publish at the same time. But now you can save changes that you're making to your page and not actually publish it. So it's more like WordPress, where you can save modifications that you're doing, and then later on, if you want to publish those updates, you can then publish them to the live pages that are there. But like, so for example, if we go over to I just click this eyeball here to preview the page, right? So a lot of times if you don't have your domain set up and you hit save, you can go and preview your page. But if you go and try and test this page or test this without having the domain and stuff in there, what will happen is I'll show you. So if we go to try to sign up here, whatever, you cannot be in the future. Okay, fine. Let's not have future dates then. Okay, so we're gonna try join the VIP program here. So, uh, 2024-08-16. No, there we go. Okay, we're going to try and join the VIP here. So what it's going to do is going to take that and then see, look. Oh, actually, this one actually did it because we have it on the form already set up. But if you don't have a domain here, it's going to take this and put it at the end of things. So it's going to say our agency app slash whatever the thing was, like referral thank you kind of thing, or registration thank you, which won't work because that's not actually a page in the system. So we're going to get a 404 error off that. I hope that makes sense, how I'm explaining it. If you ever got the 404 error, the first thing I would do is check to make sure when you go to a page that it has your domain actually in there, and not just the preview. So in order to do that, you set up your domain name under settings. There's a training in our training on how to add your domain name there. You can also just Google how to add a domain in high level, and it'll tell you exactly how to do that. And then you want to make sure under each one of our pages, when you're inside funnels, so sites, and then we're in the funnels, you come in here, click on settings, and then you can select the domain that you want to use for your system or to test out your system. So that's just a big part of being able to test the system, is having that domain set there. So I think that should primarily answer Alex's question. Now, so for example, now let me just answer one thing. If Alex, you're trying to set it up and you set up your domain name and everything, and added it in the custom values, and then you use the work with us path, you'll see under settings here. So I'm in the rewards referral offer capture page / work with us. You'll want to make sure that you select the domain name that you're using. Work with us doesn't have some like random weird numbers after it, because high level may add those. They usually don't, but it might happen. And you just want to make sure that you
Give
see
them
this
away.
here. So if you have those set up, then you should be good to go. And that work with us page should work without an issue. I can't get into your account, so I can't exactly see what's set up there. So that's answering that one question. I hope that makes sense to everybody who's listening. And then there's another question about adding Tango gift cards to automate the redemption process. And maybe I won't go through that one right now, but I'll send Alex a video on how to add Tango in here. There's essentially just another workflow that needs to actually, I don't even think there's a workflow. I think there's just a webhook that needs to be sent out for Tango, and I'll get that put together. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing here. Um, walk you through setting. Oh yeah. Okay. Um, Mel,
Hmm.
back here.
I know
Let's
my thing kept getting cut off. I don't know what was going on there.
just
I couldn't
just
hear you.
just internet. Okay, so can you share your screen again so we can just take a quick look at that and then we'll jump over to Courtney's question here, Scola's question. Okay. Okay, so you grabbed that, you added that. Okay, so under the next thing I was going to say is, okay, now we have our location added to there. And actually what we could do, so um yeah, okay, I'll walk you through. I'll walk Scola through this later. In a second here. So click on get, see where it says get snapshot? It's in
Yep.
blue right. Yeah, click on that. So click on the restaurant rewards and marketing snapshot. You're gonna want to install that one or like load up that one into your system. Click on yes, import now. Okay, so now you'll see restaurant rewards by GHL Power Tools. And you know what? Scholar, are you cool if we just I'm actually just gonna walk us through doing your answering your question right now. Is that cool, or you want to do it in
That's cool. That's cool. That's
okay,
cool.
so we'll get Mel to do the exact same thing, okay? Um in the training, what I usually recommend is setting up a master snapshot account. So, and the reason why you do that is it makes it easier to update all your sub accounts later on, and then you can update you can push out updates a lot easier too. So Mel, I'm going to get you to create a master snapshot account for, or you guys are on you probably have 3 locations in there right now, so you probably can't create a master one right at the moment, which is fine. So what I'm going to suggest to you is you just install this snapshot directly into Bosley's. So what you want to do over on your left hand side, click on sub accounts. Under Bosley's, you see manage client over on the right hand side.
Yeah, just gonna move this.
Okay, perfect. And then up on the right hand side where it says actions, click load snapshot. Now you're going to select the restaurant one that we just imported. It really should be called restaurant and retail. So you'll see imported restaurant rewards. Yeah, click on that.
Yeah.
And then hit proceed. And then scroll down to the bottom, click proceed. It's going to check for conflicts. There really shouldn't be any. You can click on the plus icon there if you want to see what conflicts there are. Nothing really. So just click plus or click proceed. Yeah. And then hit OK. Okay, so what that's doing is it's copying that snapshot. And a backup is essentially, or a snapshot is basically a backup of one of our sub accounts. So it's taking that backup that we sent you and it's installing that into the sub account that you were just in. So now if you click switch to sub account, there, you will see under sites and automations that that whole snapshot is being installed into your account. Over on the left-hand side, if you go to the left-hand menu and click on sites, there, you'll see that now you'll see all the workflows and stuff being
Okay.
installed in here. Okay, so that's perfect. That's what we want. Now, the next steps after you do this is you'll want to go back to our dashboard. Our so click on, I don't know if you be the second tab down, maybe over on the left. Or you
Let's
can click on,
switch to
yeah, go to
agency there.
agency. Yeah, go to agency. And then scroll over to smart reviews on the left. Okay, and then click on rewards. Okay, so now if you click on custom values here, so here I'll walk you through a few different things here. So settings, if you click on settings, that'll just pop up a little what happened there?
I don't know.
Click back. Click on settings. There, this is the settings for the leaderboard. So this is going to turn things on and off. You can rename points to something otherwise. If you don't want to do points, it could be dollars or, Bosley bucks or something like that. You can dictate how many points are in a dollar. So if you're giving like a dollar, a penny a point, it could be like 100 points per dollar kind of thing. And if you scroll down, there's just a few more tabs, a few more options there. This is so you can select a different rewards template and a different voucher background. So when people redeem rewards, you can set what those are in this tab here or in this display here. So if you click on the background or hit probably escape or close.
Which one, sorry?
Scroll up. Just scroll up and then click on the X.
Jason, while you're in there, what's the difference between the templates? Is there a big difference?
Not a huge difference. There's a horizontal template which just has everything kind of dropped like down vertically or like they're horizontal, so they're longer. And then all the other ones, the other two are like boxes, but they just have a slightly different look.
Okay. Okay.
That's really it. So now Mel, you can hit custom values. That's weird. I don't know why that's doing that for you. Let me check. What? Treat your custom values from Bosley's. Okay, here's what you need to do. Sorry, again, I'm just not used to doing the 97 plan. Click back, click the back button. We gotta do one thing here. See where it says update to API version 2, click on edit details. So click on the edit details button. Click on connect API version 2 app. There we go. Sorry, that was the issue. I should put a warning there if it's not connected. So we know that we have to connect. I thought yeah. So scroll down, see where it says Bosley's, click on
Mhm.
Bosley's. That's all you have to do. Click on that. It's going to redirect us. You can close this tab now.
What do I do?
No, you did it right. So just yeah, you can just close that now and then right click and go refresh frame. Okay, now click custom values. Okay, so now this is where you update the custom values. So anything that you set in here and hit update is going to update your sub account. So this is like your domain and everything like that. But now, so this is where you're at now. You've got the sub account installed. You've got a sub account created. You've got the rewards snapshot installed in that sub account, and you've authorized it to use our system. Okay. So
Okay.
now you can
Okay.
go through the training where it starts at like update custom values, and
Okay.
you'll want to add your domain name
Okay.
and then go in and start updating your custom values.
Okay. And then I just put our agency domain name, not
If
Bosley's.
no, yeah, you wouldn't put Bosley's because you don't have a Bosley's one, but maybe you want to set up a subdomain or something like that. What is your
Okay.
agency domain name?
Uh, bigmovesolutions.com.
Okay, so maybe you want to do bosleys.bigmovesolutions.com or something like that.
Okay.
And set that up as a demo site to kind of test things out.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
That gets you started anyway.
Yeah, no, it's probably easier for me to just upgrade my account too, isn't it? Is that like that seems to be where I'm struggling?
The only problem you run into is like it's a little bit slower, like I just showed you, when you're adding locations to our backend because
Okay.
we can't use an agency uh API to grab all the details. So you have to do things manually.
Okay.
Because the 97 isn't meant for like agencies.
Right.
It's generally meant for like a small business who's getting in
Right.
and testing things out kind of thing. So as you go to add clients and everything in there, you'll need to upgrade so that you can add more sub accounts.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Amazing. Thanks, Jay.
All right, you are welcome. Jose, I'm going to get to your question in a second. Well, maybe I'll just ask, like, let me know what your question is. The first thing I'm going to do is go through and set up a master snapshot here with Scola, but just let me know what your question is. That way, let's just see if it's a quick one or if I should jump into doing the master account first.
Yeah, sure. My question was on the reviews referral snapshot for the reviews. What's the easiest way to change that background?
Oh
I
yeah,
noticed.
okay. Here, I'll share my screen that because that's a quick one. You just go and change the page background essentially in reviews. So if you're into the review one, reviews snapshot, you're talking about the background on the landing page.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so reviews, let's go review ranking, edit. I believe right here, I think you just have to click this and change this background. So that those dots right there. And then that'll bring that up, and then you can select
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
whatever you want to do for the background.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, I couldn't click on the background like green highlighted area, so I was like,
Oh
how can
yeah,
I
so
change
that it's not part of that. So it's up here. It's the background for the whole page.
that?
So and then
Okay.
they look like they changed this around. So background, or you can put whatever you want, and that's weird. They changed this whole thing around. So yeah, so you can just go select whatever you want for a background and drop it in there.
Awesome.
And
Yeah,
then
that
it'll
works. Thank
update.
you.
There you go. Just like that. So that's how you change it there.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Okay. Okay. So, Skull, I'm going to jump over to your question there. How to set up a master snapshot. There is
But
um
just before you do that, I actually like you answered a lot of my questions when you was going through Mel's thing.
okay.
But I do need to know the basics of how to set that up right, the snapshot master account. But I was gonna ask you the step you didn't do with Mel is the custom menu link that's on the side.
Oh yeah, okay. So here's in that docs.ghl smart scripts that we have, there's download and create a master sub account. We'll show you how to do that in that first video, but I'll go through it here again too. So I won't probably go and create a whole one, but I'll just show you what
Okay.
I would generally do. So under sub accounts, when we're starting out, what I would do is first we download the snapshot, right? Like, so let's assume that we've down the snapshot. Are we good with that process so far there? We just kind of covered it with Mel,
Yep.
um, where we can get the snapshots from the account, right? So we can add that into our thing and it'll show up in imported snapshots over here. So two options is you can click here to create a new account. So when you're creating your first master account for whatever snapshot that you brought in, you can do it that way. So like, let's say, for example, we're going to go, do, do, do. Yeah, so imported snapshots. So under imported snapshots, you would see a snapshot. Go to the snapshot that you want to use, and then click create new account. Okay, so it's going to bring you over to this page where you can either add account. Now you can put in your agency info if you want, or you can click add account manually. I usually just do this. When I go through and create the add account or the account manually, usually takes a second because they added new things. I just fill in my own personal information here. It doesn't really matter what you do. The thing that you want to do is probably to master whatever snapshot that you're doing this for
Okay.
account, right? So or you can be like loyalty and rewards master snapshot kind of thing. Doesn't really matter. I just usually like to have the word master in there so that we know that that is going to be the main one that we're updating and editing. Now, there's lots of agencies that will have a, like, they've already started working on a master snapshot account that they're using for their clients, right? And then you just want to add our stuff to that master snapshot account. So you can do that too. And that way, let's say we already have one, like let's say for example, yeah, there's somebody I was talking to the other day, Dave. He's already got a bunch of stuff in there for the industry that he's working with. He just wanted to add in our reward stuff to the stuff that he's already doing so that then he can deliver that out to his customers, right? So then he's not going to create a new master one, but he already has one created for his industry. So here, what we're doing is we're doing the loyalty and rewards master snapshot. What that means is that any changes that we make, when we create a new account, we'll use that master account to update. Now, so let's say that we just created that master snapshot account and we already installed the snapshot in there, right? By clicking on that
Mhm.
plus from imported snapshots, it already added the snapshot to that account. If you happen to just go through sub accounts and you went and clicked on add sub account up here and you just said blank and created a snapshot or created a sub account, that's fine. All you have to do is then go find that master account that you created here. Let's see, so smart rewards here, click on manage client, click on actions, and then load snapshot. And then when you click load snapshot, it'll ask you which snapshot that you want to load into that sub account. So then that would then load it into that master snapshot account for you. Okay, so now after you've created that master snapshot account and then you've loaded in the snapshots that you want to have in there, go back over to account snapshots, click on create new snapshot. give this a name. So just so, and then just remember that a snapshot is basically just a backup of your the sub account that you are picking from. So this is going to be master loyalty and rewards here. And then if it was a restaurant one, I would say restaurant or, salon or whichever one, or retail, if that makes sense. Either one of those. And then here, what you're going to do is you're just going to select the new sub account that you created. So you created one that says master. So master GHL Smart Rewards. We're going to select that from here and then just hit next. And what that's going to do is it's just going to create a backup of this sub account. And then under our snapshots, it's going to be called Master Loyalty and Rewards Retail. And then now from that, when you go and create new accounts, you want to use that Master Loyalty and Rewards Retail one that we just created to create all your new sub accounts for that industry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So what happens then is that now if we want to update any of those sub accounts, so now if we want to make any changes or there's updates or anything that we push out to you guys, you can update that snapshot in that master sub account there, and then hit refresh, hit save, and that will make a new backup of that sub account for you, your master one. And then you can click push update to linked accounts. And then it'll show you all the sub accounts that have been created using that snapshot. Are you guys following me?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
then we can hit select all or just select the ones that we want to update. Click proceed. And then it'll tell you everything that's going to get updated in that snapshot. So if there was just if you updated a couple funnels or something, you could just select those, or you could select everything in the snapshot and then click and then update. So click check conflicts. Now it's going to check for conflicts and it's going to show you all the conflicts in those sub accounts that are going to get updated. Now, conflicts when you're updating are good because it means it's going to update those things from your old from the snapshot that you made a backup of to the new account. So, or the account that you're updating. Conflicts just mean, hey, we're going to update this thing. So, hey, we're going to update this custom value. Do you want to update it? Hey, we're going to update this workflow. Do you want that workflow updated? We're going to update that funnel. Do you want that funnel updated? And if you do want them updated, then you can select the ones that you want either manually or you can select all. And if you haven't made any major changes on to individual clients ones to messaging and stuff like that, then you can just say select all and it'll update everything in that snapshot to the newest version. Just keep in mind, if you went, say, you have a client's account like Bosley, so we have Bosley's account there. If we went into Bosley's account and made a bunch of changes and then went here to go push out updates, it will overwrite those changes that were made in Bosley's to funnels, to messaging, to workflows, stuff like that. So if you created specific stuff, or if you imported it into Bosley's and then you made changes inside Bosley's to those workflows and stuff, if you went and push out updates out, it will overwrite those updates. Or
just so I understand, Jay, and maybe this will help someone else. When you say if we made a bunch of changes, I'll give you an example. Whereas Mama G's is the Mama's Babies Club, and the ice cream shop is the Scoopers Club. So if I've named them differently and I push that update, it's gonna change those names. Or is that what you're saying?
No, it won't change. It won't change the names because it won't change anything in custom values. It won't change anything custom values. It won't change anything new that you've created. So if you created a new workflow, if you've created a new funnel or a new landing page, it won't change anything like that. And it won't update images or it won't change anything in your media folder, I mean, or the contacts. Like it won't change any of those things. All it will change is like the funnel templates or the messaging templates or the workflows, that are already part of the system. So if you have new stuff in there, different stuff, it won't overwrite those or get rid of it. It will just update what's already there. It'll add new stuff that isn't there, and it will just overwrite the same. So if you had workflow one in your master sub account and you had workflow one in your Bosley's account or Mama G's account, and then in the Mama G's one, you decided that you were going to add a new wait step or something like that, or a new message
Okay.
that goes out, right? If you went to go do updates, if you went and updated that sub account, that push updates out, workflow one will get overwritten in the Mama G's account to the same one that's in your master account.
So that wait step would no longer be there. I have to go
Right.
add it again.
That's
Okay,
exactly it.
gotcha.
So just be aware of that. So mostly what I find happens is if you're going to make, yeah, we tend to try to make changes in the master account rather than doing it in all the sub accounts so that they're all the same. But sometimes you get like I've worked with a lot of agencies that have they will update the branding on all the pages, like we just talked with Jose there about changing the background on the reviews page. If you change the background on the reviews page and then push out updates from your master account to that sub account again, it will overwrite the background again. It'll revert it back to
Oh,
the
that's good to know.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So just aware of that.
So everything UI will get changed. So eventually down the line, I plan on like redesigning the interface.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously each entity has their own brand and colors and all that other stuff. So if I just change the UI, like not necessarily background or anything, and I push that out, it's going to revert back to whatever I have on the master account, or
Yeah,
will
the
it?
other the other option that you can do to make it like more flexible is make it so that you change like the background color or use images or anything like that, make them custom values. And by doing that in your master account, it means that when you go to when you like custom values won't get overridden. The only problem that I found with that is it takes more steps to set something up then, right? Because then in your custom values, you're like putting images and adding colors and stuff like that for specific branding.
Right.
But then it would make it more flexible because then in the custom values, you can dictate what the background images are, or the colors and things like that, which won't get overwritten when you update a snapshot.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so depends because people do two things a number of different ways. Some people will like update the branding so it reflects their brand, right? So it's like, hey, here's a service that we're doing, and this is your brand, like our brand for it, and then they'll have a lot of their stuff as that brand. Or some people will update things as the company that they're working with, so their brand, so it looks like it's similar to their system.
And that's the route I take. I
Yeah,
try to keep it custom to that brand.
it's more personalized for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another question I had, and I think you're covering everything that I had. I just was confused.
Yeah.
Another question I had was, do we have to upload the rewards and the promotions snapshots separately? How
No,
does that work?
so if you're that's the big reason why we've been creating the niche snapshots is so you don't have to do that. So that
Okay.
it's all loaded in there for you all at once.
Well, that's why I was getting confused too, because I was uploading both of them, and I'm like, I don't know what I just did.
Yeah,
So
you don't have to upload both of them. No, so
yeah,
that so the snapshots that we unless you the only reason you'd have to do that is if you did just like the rewards on its own, the base rewards one, which is primarily just referrals. You'd have to add in the other pieces. But that's where we ran into problems initially, was because we had everything a la carte like that, and people and like we didn't it was more difficult to understand which pieces that we wanted to install and where do we want to install them, and then how do we connect them afterwards, right?
Right, right.
So it makes more sense to have these little business in a box type systems where you can just update it, or you can just import it.
I
Uh,
love that because you actually gave me an idea when you spoke about the other guy. See, I didn't even understand that, but now I do. So I can actually build, like for instance, Go Table. I can build a whole Go Table snapshot with the reward system and other things that I got on there. And then when I get a restaurant on, just upload that snapshot with the reward system and everything else to that account.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Uh I sorry, Anirud. I don't know
Yeah,
how
you
to say
could.
your name.
That's all good. That's all good. You could call me Anir,
Near.
Aneer.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna jump
Perfect.
over to your question, Courtney, or Scholar. I hope I answered your
You
question there.
did. Thanks, bro.
Okay,
Appreciate
awesome. All
you. Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
let's jump over to Near here.
awesome, awesome. Yeah, no, I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. I bought the GHL Power Tools a couple of days ago.
Okay, yep.
I'm a 22-year-old agency owner. I got a couple of clients. I, in fact, came across your YouTube channel and then just kind of bought the product from there.
Awesome.
So I'm just, getting set up with everything. I have the snapshot of the loyalty and the programs and the rewards part of it
Yep,
on one of my GHL sub accounts. And I was curious to know a couple of things.
sure.
Firstly, do you guys have a school group, Slack channel, something where I can post my questions or something like that?
I
With
do not have that
Okay,
set up currently.
all right,
Um, yeah, sorry, we don't have that.
all
Um,
good.
it's
So
probably
But
one that
we
we should
do
do.
have the launch lab. The launch lab is what was his wife Chandel is trying to
Yeah.
build, whereas you can definitely ask more personalized questions. I think there's only 12 of us in there right now. Am I
that's
right,
pretty
Yeah,
Jay?
good.
Launch Lab is
Yeah.
good. It's more geared towards definitely around sales and like branding and
Oh
things
yeah,
like that.
sweet.
I can send you info about that too.
100%. Thank you. That would be awesome. And then so the best way to contact you would be email, Facebook message.
You know what? Shoot me a message on Facebook. I'll
Okay,
put the link here in
the chat.
chat.
Okay, sweet.
And then we will I was looking at a couple different ways to set up like an ongoing chat thing, but Slack might be a good idea. Or the even using the Facebook community or like the high level communities to set
Yeah,
that up. We just haven't gone that far
fair enough.
with it yet. So typically what
Fair
we'll be
enough.
doing is these tech calls every Tuesday and Thursday, so you can
Yeah,
ask any questions there. And then if you do
got
have
it. Yeah.
specific questions about like, hey, this isn't working for me or something, you can
Yeah.
shoot me a message on Facebook too.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Pretty good at
Okay,
answering
so that
there.
pretty much answers that. Yeah, I think Slack would be the best because I am part of another like accelerator program for like
Yeah,
the agency. I think they use Slack too, so that would be awesome if you guys could get like a Slack with all the licensees of
I think
Power
that'd be a
Tools.
great idea.
So awesome. So another question I did have was I am using the SOP doc
Yeah,
and I find it fairly like really useful. I used it a fair bunch to get set up where I was figuring out how to, upload a snapshot into my GHL account and
awesome.
things like that. But now I'm just curious as to is everything on the SOP doc in terms of understanding the rewards part of it, the loyalty part of it. So before I finish off my question here, I'll give you a little bit of background. So I did get my first loyalty program and newsletter kind of client,
Okay.
and it's a cafe. So I built out the system on the regular GHL without using your snapshot and things like that. It was fairly simple. It's just a +1 operator every time they come in. They give
Right.
their phone number, and then the barista or the cashier manually just moves the stage, like the opportunity from customer to +1 operator. And then I have them like as soon as they move it there, I have like a operator on the back end just putting +1 coffee, or if it's two coffees, I have another option of the opportunity. So
Okay.
it's fairly basic. But when I saw like your thing of the loyalty, I was like, whoa, this is like super cool. So it took me like 15 minutes to like figure out where the go-to goes, and like, so I
Okay,
feel
yeah.
like there's a lot of learning to do, and I'm assuming there are Loom videos on the SOP. Am I right?
There are a lot of SOP, yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of Loom videos on the SOP. They could
Okay.
be deeper if you like, it
Okay.
sounds like you're going deeper than just the surface and stuff, but that's cool. Like, so a little bit of playing around for sure, but there are more Loom videos about the whole thing.
Okay. Sounds good. And when it comes to like the your power tools specific to just rewards, loyalty, and a couple of other things, I'm just curious as to what specific niche are you do we target just restaurants and cafes for that, or do you see this product working for a couple of other niches
Oh,
as
we've
well?
got, so I haven't dropped them in there yet, but we also have
Okay.
fitness and
Okay.
just home services in there. Home services
Nice.
primarily focusing on rewards. And well, the home services, for example,
Yeah.
are would be more home service businesses that
Okay.
have not, yeah, I would say repeat customers,
Okay.
like landscape maintenance, window washing, like pressure washing, stuff like that, things that get done more than, once every 10 years,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But we do have the referral system in there.
Okay.
Now the with there's so many similarities between different industries, that they can be used for different things. So like, so for
Mm-hmm.
example, with Mel, we were just talking about using the restaurant rewards one, but
Mm-hmm.
for retail, because they're almost the same.
Mm-hmm.
You have customers who are coming in, quick
Mm-hmm.
transaction,
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to book it, they're not going to book an appointment, they're just going to show up, right? We
Mm-hmm.
want to get we so
Mm-hmm.
with restaurants, cafes, retail, stuff like that, we're trying to
Mm-hmm.
push more people to be like, we're trying to push more people to join the VIP list.
Got it.
Whereas with like home services,
Mm-hmm.
fitness,
Mm-hmm.
salons, spas, med
Mm-hmm.
spas, stuff like that, they're
Mm-hmm.
going to book an appointment first before they come in.
Mm.
So those three, that's a real difference between like the systems. Now with fitness, we have a little bit of a difference. And then we have just a couple different things added in.
Okay.
We're also adding in yeah, another big difference with restaurants and retail. They're not going to necessarily be sitting there with they're not going to have somebody at a front desk checking people in, checking people out, generally, right? It's going to be a little
Mm.
bit different. So they're going to have the server staff and stuff coming on, or the people working, the cashiers. So
Got it.
that works a little bit different just as to how we can give points and redeem points and things like that. But
Got it.
with med spas, where you have somebody, where you have like someone who's at the like the uh admin staff who's sitting at a desk, like answering the phone, taking calls, checking people in, checking people out, booking
Mm-hmm.
appointments, that kind of thing. We have the system set up so that they can have like their own admin interface too. So
Got it.
what that means is they can then give points, redeem points, do things for like pre-booking and things like that.
Sweet.
Uh,
Okay.
let's see. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Why is this not switching here? I'll just
No,
show
I
you.
can see your screen.
Yeah, here we go. I was clicking on a button, it wasn't working, but
Oh, sweet.
that was under for a leader. Or yeah, so we're on salon spas here under rewards leaderboard. It could be named differently as well. But under here, where our points leaderboard or points
Mm-hmm.
contact,
Mm-hmm.
here we can like give points and redeem points for customers
Sweet.
when
Okay.
they check out too, so that they don't have to necessarily use their phone. It just be like, hey, somebody finishes up.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You spent $250 today. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
give you some points for that. And then if we want to give you more points, or hey, did you give us a Google review? Can you share out on social media?
Perfect.
Did you book your next appointment? Okay, if they book their next appointment, we're going to give them an extra 500 points,
Okay.
things
Sweet.
like that. And then it also tells us what they can redeem points for. So if we do give them points for that, it'll say, okay, now they're eligible for this thing. Hey, it looks like looks like you're eligible for 50% off your next hair smoothing service, whatever.
Mm.
Is that something you'd be interested? Do you want to book that
Got
now
it.
for 2,500 points?
Perfect.
And then they could be like, yeah, I would like to do that. So then you could be
Hmm.
like, okay, cool.
Perfect.
Let me book that for you or redeem those points,
Beautiful.
process that for them. That's done. Now, the points have been removed from their account, and then they can go book them for that service
Hmm.
um, through their thing there. So,
Perfect.
that's
That's
generally how that would work. Those are some of the differences,
okay.
and we are creating more training that's
Yeah,
around those specific things. So there's
sure.
always little updates and little things that are going on. I'm gonna
Got it.
put this in chat. I did just a few minutes ago too, but we're moving everything from that SOP to
Hmm.
HTTPS docs
Okay.
dot something just opened up over top of me. Docs.ghl smart scripts. It's an older domain that we had set
Okay.
up .com.
Got it.
Just put it in chat, and that's where the instead of working off that doc, everything's going to be here.
Hmm.
So we have more of an open um just repository of all the
Sounds good.
information rather than having to like log in or work from docs. So everything is
Perfect.
slowly getting moved over to
Sounds good.
this here. So
That's awesome. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much,
you're
Jason.
welcome.
I had another just quick follow-up question. So on my portal of the reviews.ghl smart scripts,
Yeah.
so under the snapshot links, so I can see just three of them. I can see original snapshot for service businesses,
Yes.
and the restaurant rewards and the
The original.
salon.
Yeah, I haven't put fitness or
Okay,
I have to go through and make a couple of small changes to those and then
got
I'll
it.
get those updated. So it's fitness
Sounds
and
good.
then home services. I think
Okay,
we were just finishing up and I think it has to do with messaging.
got
I'll
it.
just check with my
Got it.
team on if that's finished or not.
Sounds good. Perfect.
And then we'll
So
get those in there.
perfect. So I think one of the last questions I have would be in terms of offering this to certain businesses, what is typically the price point you say for so right now I want to focus, like I want to niche down on just cafes and restaurants
Yeah.
because like I personally feel the money's in the niche, right?
Yeah.
And like if I'm focusing on a specific niche, I want to be charging them a little bit of premium so I can say that, I am the expert of this. Of course you can find someone else to do it, but this is what I've
I'm
done for
generally
customers.
starting at about 225 a month
Hmm.
for
Okay.
that. So 225 and up for that. So we've got some that are 225, some that are 350. And we
Hmm.
generally have three different packages. We have a 225 package or yeah, generally it's 225.
Okay.
225, a 497, and then a 797. And the difference is that the
Hmm.
225 that we're setting up is they can we'll show them how to go and use the system themselves, create their own promotions, and
Hmm.
have it set up and
Okay.
running. The 797 one, that one will actually run ads for them. So we'll
Hmm.
run ads for them and drive traffic so they can get new subscribers and new customers and stuff like that too, using
Okay.
the promotion system as coupons.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And what about the 497? Is that just the management?
497 is, yeah, we'll typically just run that for them without running ads, right? So the
Okay.
497 is we'll create the promotions, we'll make sure we're sending stuff out, we'll follow up with them during the month to set out what promotions they're running, or we'll do more of a yearly campaign where we'll decide,
Mm-hmm.
what promotions we're running seasonally
Mm-hmm.
with them, and then we can create those and schedule for them. The nice thing about
Smart.
that is you can pre-schedule out most of the stuff and
Mm-hmm.
then just have that running. You can set up the workflows to send out the messaging on a weekly basis
Okay.
and
Super.
have that messaging and text messages sent out for those customers.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I feel like right now I'm priced perfectly because I'm charging the cafe 499 a month. But
Yeah.
because he is my kind of first client in the niche, I wanted to be super liberal. So I went ahead and I gave him the first month for free, no setup fee. So he pays me and I put him in a 6-month contract.
Yeah.
So he basically pays for 5 months, and I get a free video testimonial from him right after he's done the
Awesome.
first month. And then after that, he pays 500 each month. And then I sit with him bi-weekly to see what promotions, what new items, like food
Absolutely.
items, like croissants and stuff like that, we can put through the newsletter and stuff like that. I am sorry to take so much of your time, but I did have
Well,
one more question left.
okay.
While working with restaurants and cafes, is there something else in your experience that you have learned that works amazing in terms of running ads? If yes, running ads, what type of creatives do you use? What is if it's Google Ads, what AdWords do you use? Do you hire someone to run them for you, or do you run
We
them
typically
yourself?
just we would, for the clients that we work with, we typically run Facebook ads, and
Okay,
it's super simple. It's pictures of the food, whatever the promotion is, and we've got a
okay,
list of promotions that we can share with you as well.
that'd be awesome.
And from that, we're just typically getting people to join the VIP program for in exchange for the free appetizer, or in the if you're running ads in the US and you're getting customers in the US, you have more you have more things you can do with, like, say, alcohol. So,
Hmm.
like, say for example, if it's a pub, you can do like buy one beer, get one for a penny. Works
Hmm.
really good for getting people to sign up. Giving something away that is going to be fairly free
Hmm.
um in exchange for their info to get people
Info.
to sign up is a really good
Yeah.
way to get customers sign up. We
Yeah.
got a customer running right now. They're getting 2 free tacos.
Nice.
They've
Okay.
had 700 subscribers in the last two
Wow.
weeks,
That is
kind of thing,
insane.
off of 2 free tacos, right? It doesn't
Uh-huh.
really cost them much at all,
Yeah,
but
of course.
people are signing up left and right for that, and we're running
Yeah.
ads for it.
Yeah.
So
That's
um,
beautiful.
simple.
702 weeks is just outrageous. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm yet to set up things for my client. In fact, just got everything printed out with the QR code
very
and
nice.
stuff like that. So I'm curious to see how much, because right now there's no incentive on this to sign up. But the good part for me is the owner of the cafe is the cashier as well, and he works about 6 to 7 hours each
Awesome.
day at the cafe. So he said he'll do a really good job of kind of making everybody to sign up because he's
Yeah,
been there from
that's awesome.
the ground up.
That's very cool. That's a good
Yeah.
client to have.
Yeah, he's really cool. I'm kind of blessed to kind of have him as my first client. So I
Nice.
really want to, deliver as much value as I can.
Yeah.
Thank you
So if
so
there's any
much,
questions or anything you
Shola, for
have,
your, yeah,
just hit me up on Facebook and let me know
100%. No, yeah,
where things are going. Yeah.
for sure. No, my pleasure. Thank you so much for your
Awesome.
time, Jason, and I'll
Thank you.
let Howard go after me there.
All
Sorry,
right.
Howard, for keeping you waiting.
Howard, how are things going?
It's all good. It's all good. Jason, I just checking in on the fitness snapshot. Um,
Here. You know what? I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna grab it for you right now and
okay.
put it in there. There's probably a couple things that need to be updated as far as funnels go, but for the most part, everything should be there. Let me just have a quick look because I know I think it still had something that had something to do with hair salon in there. But let me just take a quick, like, 2 second look here,
Sure.
and I will put it in your hands so you can start using it.
Yeah, because I got that one client that I need to onboard pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now that one was the one where we had already loaded in the restaurant snapshot.
Yeah.
So do you think I'm gonna need to wipe away
You know what? Here's the
or
thing though,
just
like
overlay?
the restaurant one, there's probably just what if you like what we yeah, you would have to, if to use to use the fitness one over top of it, I think it won't recognize any of the conflicts, so it will like duplicate everything for you, which you don't necessarily want to do.
Right.
How about this, because I taken a while to do this. Just book in your calendar with me this week, and then we'll just go through it,
Okay.
or I'll get you to make me an account in there, and we'll go in and, like, I'll go on with you and we'll just update the changes, because it's all there anyways. Like in the restaurant one, I didn't delete any of the additional stuff for like referrals and everything. Let's just make sure that it's set up the way that you want
Yeah.
for fitness, and we'll just link it up rather than giving you the snapshot and then having to delete everything that's in there and then update. We'll just make a few changes to the restaurant one, and it's 99% of it's going to be like the way you get referrals. So then you guys can update that however you want, and you don't have to make any changes there. It really is just the referral program part of it.
Okay.
And then I think I have one other workflow that I can throw that we can build in there that is essentially just a check-in. So I can share that with you too. And then it's just a check-in so that they can earn points for the more classes they attend.
Yes. Yeah, because that'll be big for us.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, being able to do the check-ins, because we and I think I figured out how to even though I don't have that snapshot yet, I think I figured out how to do like a particular point amount for like checking into the club versus
Yeah.
checking into a class. You know, and I think I've got it where I'll be able to pull the data from the APIs for the because there's two separate platforms, of course. There's one like for membership, and there's another one for the classes. So I think
Right.
I've got that side figured out. So once I have that snapshot, or maybe we can do that when I book time with you. I just want to confirm that like my presumptions are correct as far as the way that flow should go with that workflow.
Okay. And we'll
So
take a look
awesome.
at that. I'm going to send you a message right now with my link
Okay. Perfect.
there. And then yeah, just grab a time and then we'll spend an hour and go through everything.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I appreciate everybody being on here today. Yeah, I agree with jump between Courtney and Scola because it says both on here. But Scola said, I don't know what everyone else. For me, it's encouraging to be part of a community where we're learning and growing together. To have Jason Sport is just the icing on the cake. I'm grateful. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. And you know, every Tuesday and Thursday we have the support calls. So jump on that. If you guys want, I have a terrible landing page for this so far, but it's agencylaunchlab.com. Launchlab.com. It hasn't been updated in about a month and a half. But with that, what we're doing is we are doing sales, marketing, support, review calls every Monday and Wednesday at noon, and or 12 PST, and we're just going through marketing material like sales process, talking how we're talking to people, how we're getting in there, and uh all different kinds of stuff related more towards the sales and operations side of things too, just like being more organized, setting your goals, planning. We're going to be doing a big goal planning setting session for the fourth quarter here, starting or sometime at the end of August, which will be really awesome. So we're gonna make a bunch of plans here, and I would say, yeah, we've got a number of people in here. It's a great little group. If you guys want to join, check it out. If you have any questions, please shoot me a message, and I'm excited to see what we can do. Oh yeah, so I just put it, you know what? I did it to Howard only by accident. Here, I'll just do it here again.
Awesome. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you guys. Well, you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. We will see some of
Yeah.
you on tomorrow's call, and we'll see maybe the rest of you guys on Thursday too. All right.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys soon.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, you
Thank
guys.
you, sir.